Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Continuing in volume 2 of Riyad as-Saliheen, book number 17, the book of the prohibited action. Chapter 264, prohibition of cursing a human being or a beast. Narrated Imran bin Hussein radiyallahu anhu that we were with Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam on a journey, and there was a woman from the Ansar riding a she-camel. She abused and invoked curse upon it. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam heard it and said, "Offload the she-camel and set it free because it has been cursed." Muslim. This hadith teaches us not to curse animals. It also teaches us to treat them nicely and be patient with them. Narrated Abu Barza Nadla bin Ubaid al-Aslami radiyallahu anhu that a young woman was riding a she-camel on which there was the luggage of people. Suddenly she saw Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The pass of the mountain became narrow for her people because of fear. The young woman said to the she-camel, "Go ahead." When it did not move, she said, "O Allah, curse it." Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The she-camel that has been cursed should not accompany us." Muslim. Some people have taken this hadith to mean that the she-camel cursed by the young woman was abandoned there and it was neither used for transport nor conveyance, as was the practice in the pre-Islamic period with she-camels which were let loose for free pasture for the polytheist false god, and nothing was allowed to be carried on them. Such she-camel was called as-Sa'ibah. There is no justification for such interpretation because the she-camel was not set absolutely free like as-Sa'ibah. All that was done was that because of the curse, it was considered unworthy of the entourage company of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Except for this bar, it was valid for all other purposes. Thus, this hadith proves that it is not permissible to associate with people who are given to sin and heresies in religion because they have been cursed. When one is not permitted to keep an animal which has been cursed, how can one possibly keep company with people who commit acts as a result of which they have been cursed? Wallahu alam walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. This is the last statement that we heard, that even animals which is not obligated or could not comprehend the understand in Islam, so the company of an animal that curse not to be in the company of the person. Now see the last statement, say how we can be in company of people who do act that been cursed. Because if you are in the danger zone, some dangerous will fall in you. If you are in the wrong place and the police will come, you understand, even you are an innocent person, they will suspect you or they may take you for questioning and things like this. So this is something to bring to our attention as Muslims, that we shouldn't be with those people whom Allah cares because their action. Allah is saying, وَلَا تَرْكَنُوا إِلَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا فَتَمَسَّكُمُ النَّارِ. Don't take the side or don't lean or trust on those who wrong themselves or had wronged others. Otherwise, the hellfire will touch you. And especially in nowadays, those people who had wronged themselves and wronged others by objecting the deen and do things which Allah cursed other nations before and condemned them when they did it, that He found people sitting with them, and even the people became promoting their false da'wah and ideas and program. So we have to be very careful of being of such company, because the punishment, if it falls, it can also drag us, drift us with those people, because sitting with them, not changing, not condemning what they're doing, this itself is a sign of approval or being in agreement with what they're doing. And people do things very serious under so-called personal freedom and lib and all these things. So we have to be careful to be sitting with these people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open our eyes and our hearts, that we save ourselves from the disaster.
Imam, you have time to answer one question regarding this subject. The curse, Allah cursing, like we just mentioned about a people. Does that an example could be? I'm actually if let's say someone goes to Juma to another masjid, and these people, let's say they're bid'ah. Is that an example of that, where you can be dragged in to that if you attended somewhere for Juma or something like that, or you stopped at a masjid,
And now the masjid is practicing bid'ah.
Well,
That's
I mean,
It depends, you see,
Allah
because
knows best, but yeah, does that fall under that category?
like I said, we shouldn't be with the people of evil, regardless they're Muslims or non-Muslims, okay?
Right.
And I see that the bid'ah is more dangerous than the sin, but also you have to understand that among the sin, among the bid'ah, that bid'ah mukaffira, okay, which is the most serious one, that invitation and to kufr and disbelief. And there is a bid'ah which mufassiqa, or makes the person fasiq as a sinner, okay? And also there is a difference between somebody practicing bid'ah and somebody who invites into the bid'ah. Because some people can be practicing bid'ah and they don't know they are on bid'ah.
Right.
Okay? So, and a person, like, sometimes they have no other choice except to be there, but their heart is not with there. Sometimes they get caught in some places, okay? So this is the only mosque in your town, or this is the only time that you will be able to make it for Jummah. So a person not to be approval, at least to hate it in his heart. And Allah knows best. Yeah.